channel. This is Eunice Chan here in One in a Million with my pup. We are having a very cozy evening, so just join me for this evening chat as we talk about raising your vibration, like what you can do to really raise your vibration. I have very mixed feeling about this topic because I have tried so many ways. I've watched so many videos, consumed so much content about raising your vibration. It's like this is a conversation that I have with myself so many times over already. And I have figured that there is no one way, no one thing you can do to raise your vibration. When we talk about raising our vibration, it implies that there's a scale, right? And there it starts from, lower to a higher vibration, and you can find yourself, anywhere in between. So what that means is no matter where you are on the scale, you can always raise it. What that means to me is that whenever someone says what to do to raise your vibration, it means to me that there's not one single thing to raise your vibration because everyone's on a different place on the spectrum. Everyone has a different way to tap into and experience a higher vibration. What that also tells me, whenever I've tried something to raise my vibration or do something that other people did to raise their vibration, it does not always necessarily work for me. And the way that I tell you to raise your vibration may not necessarily always work for you. So what that means to me is that there's no one size fits all solution, and I can't tell you to just follow steps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to raise your vibration. Like if you do as I do, then you would be able to raise your vibration. It's quite an interesting topic to investigate because if raising your vibration does not follow a specific set of tasks, then how are we supposed to raise it? What's been very interesting for me in the spiritual community and in the way that we use even these these jargons and these words is that it really does only just represent a phenomena. Even the words raising your vibration, it only vaguely represents an experience. When you talk about raising your vibration, what we're really referring to is the experience in itself, is to have the embodiment, to have the experience, to go through the emotions, to go through the actions, to go through what you feel in your body and your senses that actually derives the result of having your overall vibration raised. What our ultimate goal is not to raise our vibration for the sake of raising our vibration, but it's to have the experience of feeling more love, feeling more peace, feeling more serenity, feeling more fun, feeling more creative, feeling more tapped in, feeling more connected, feeling more authentic, feeling more expressed, feeling more in love with ourselves, and all those incredible experiences that, when you look at every single individual experience, it looks like a different experience in itself. They are all the experience of what it looks like to raise your vibration. So what I've learned is that if I want to raise my vibration, I've actually got to stop thinking about trying to raise my vibration and instead really come back into my body and focus back on my own human experience. What is it that I need? What is it that I want to feel? What is it that I desire to do right now? Who is it that I desire to connect with? What do I desire to give to myself? What do I want to experience? And how can I give myself those experiences? And really allow myself to have those experiences, whatever comes up for me. And what I want to do, what I wanted to do last time around when I raised my vibration may not be the same thing as what I want to do now to raise my vibration. and what I would want to do in the future to raise it. Allowing myself to focus on the human experience, giving myself the permission to tap into my senses, the connection with myself, uh, really asking myself, like, what do I really desire right now? Like right now, in this moment, what's going to help me feel more amazing, feel more fun, feel more creative, or feel more forgiveness, or feel more calm, feel more peaceful, and all those different things that I may need right now is the opportunity to ask myself and give it to myself instead of tuning out my own voice and tuning into what other people are trying to tell me to do. So if you haven't given yourself the opportunity to ask yourself, well, what do I want right now? Then I think this is a great opportunity to ask yourself that. Because oftentimes we're so focused on like, okay, well, manifestation, what do we need to do? How do I get this right? You know, I just gotta like follow these steps in order to like manifest. Well, if it worked for that person, it's gotta work for me, right? But what I've realized is, you know, because raising our vibration, it's such a personal experience. And when I refer to experience, it can only be felt experientially. You can only experience it when you're in full embodiment of what you want to feel and who you want to be. You can only raise your vibration by being the person you want to be, right? So in that sense, you cannot replicate the experience that another person has, even if they try to articulate it to you, because you will never have the experience of another person. You can only ever have your own experience. The more you can feel into, well, how can I give this to myself? How, like, what do I want right now? And then allowing yourself to have it experientially, allowing yourself to feel that, to taste that, to touch that, to see that, to say that, whatever it is that you need in your system right now to experience that expansion of your being is going to do it for you. So thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I feel very strongly about this because honestly, you guys, like, I have tried so many ways, I have followed so many people to do the things that they tell me to do to raise my vibration. And even just, you know, a simple thing of like, okay, well, focus on a loving feeling or focus on gratitude. It's like, come on, I can't force myself to feel gratitude right now, or I can't feel myself to focus on the loving feeling right now. I can't focus on the feeling of forgiveness right now. Like, I'm sorry, like, I can't do that. It doesn't mean that I don't want to. It's just not something that I can tap into. Maybe what I really need right now is get something off my chest, right? So in the next moment, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I can write myself a rant letter to someone and then just like tear it up and throw it away. I can document something in my journal and just write down the things that I have been experiencing and just being in careful observation of what's been coming up in my world, and maybe that's going to help raise my vibration. But honestly, you guys, there is no one size fits all, and even if you don't resonate with it, don't take my word for it. Just take whatever that resonates with you in this video, because this is not about do as I do. This is about like allowing yourself to have the permission and the freedom to go on your own path and explore what works for you. What's the next step for you? What feels expanding, expansive, and empowering for you? That is what it's really about. Thank you so much for being on this video with me. I would love to hear about what you think. What is your experience in raising your vibration, or if any of those things have worked for you before? And by the way, I actually filmed this video on Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day! And I will be talking to you guys in the next video. Bye!